How do you react to people suggesting that Talib launched his party far too early? He should have waited till um, maybe 2032.
First of all, let me correct your question. You see, we refuse to build this party around an individual. You just made a very dangerous political statement where you said when we Talib launch his party. You see, this is the problem for many Gambian parties since independence. Jawara, PPP, APRC, Yaya Jambe, UP, GDP, all those parties, they will die when the leader is incapable to lead or when the leader die. We don't want to create that kind of scenario. That's why this is a movement that we want to create a new kind of party politics in this country where a political organization is not built around an individual, is not built around a group of people, or is not built around a clan. Do you understand? Every member who joined UMC at the moment, you have achieved the status called founding fathers. So we will refuse this party to be built around an individual. So don't ask a question when will Talib launch his party. The question could have been when will Gambians inaugurate or launch the movement or the party, not Talib. Talib is part of the founding fathers. Talib is the leader, but it's not built around Talib. Without Talib, I am telling you, UMC is going to progress. Nothing will stop the progress of UMC. This is why we refuse to build this movement, and we will refuse to build it around an individual, so that the future of the movement or the political party is very very secure. So that when that leader is not there, the movement continue to solve the problem of Gambians. So don't ask that question. When will Talib? Your question could have been when will Gambians, launch this party? Talib is the leader with all due respect, but the party is not built around him. Without Talib, this party will progress. Trust me. I've never seen this kind of morale with any political organization, especially a political organization less than 2 months in existence. The morale is high in everywhere. The morale is high in Basse, in Kuntaur, in Koina, in Katong, in Brikama, in Serukunda, in Kuinara, in Kiang, Jara, Badibu, all over the country. I can tell you the morale is very, very high. It's like it's a new kind of excitement. Everybody is excited that there is a parallel force established to make Barrow lose 2026 presidential election, and also to make UDP as a party very irrelevant.
People see you, Tombon Sedi, Ibamadiba, as coup plotters that on the whole you were with UDP, but you were already digging Dabo or the UDP political grave. And then before that, before the primaries, the UDP primaries, you were writing all over on your status. I mean, it means the coup was not successful. That's why you decided to go and establish the United
I
Movement
don't
for
think
Change.
I don't think this resembles anything like a coup plot. This has no element of coup plot. This is a readjustment and realignment of priorities for one self and for the country, and by extension, to create a democratic space for people to enjoy their democratic right. This is never close to any coup plot. There was nothing like coup plot. As I said, it's just realignment, readjustment of priorities for oneself and for the country.
But how would you see Dabo now, eye to eye, and some of the UDP founding members when they see you? You don't feel any remorse
No,
that you
no,
have done
what,
something bad?
what I don't understand, where you say, how will I see Mr. Honorable Usainu Dabo eye to eye, or any member of the United Democratic Party? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is not extraordinary. So seeing Usain eye to eye is the same respect I will accord to him, and I'm sure is going to be reciprocal from his side as well. Because Usenu, in my opinion, is a very democratic person. I don't think he's going to hold grudge against anybody for exercising your democratic right. So, to answer your question, I am meeting eye to eye with UDP militants on daily basis, and there is no grudge from any one of them. And since this happened, I've never seen lawyer Usenu Dabo. But as I said, if I see lawyer Usenu Dabo eye to eye, it's going to be the same respect that I'm going to accord to him.
Hamat Bah
Okay.
said that it is a political threat. You have to react. What is your reaction on that?
One thing I know, UMC is a threat to all political organizations in this country. I told you in the beginning of this interview. I told at the beginning of this interview, uh, this UMC is going to defeat Barrow in next presidential election, and we are going to make UDP very, very, very irrelevant. I know what Hamat Bah and others say at that meeting is something that the NPP political analyst, Big Wiz, has been saying both in the locker room and in the open. So for them to bring the Mama Kande scenario is just some kind of a backup or to sort of justify their statement. But one thing I can tell you, NPP met as political organization, and they agree the only party that can remove them from power is the movement led by Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Barrow told people in Mankamankunda, NPP National Assembly members, NPP National Assemblies knew this fact that the only political organization that can remove them from power is UMC, and there's no doubt about that. That's why they call it a threat and want to, associate it to how Mama Kande influence the votes in the 2016, but that's not the case. This time around, we are going to defeat them hands down. And I want you to record that and remind me after election, please.
But Honorable, how is that realistic? Was Ahmad not doing a hyperbole or exaggeration? How can the UMC beat um, Barrow single-handedly? And again, a lot of criticism have also said that the UMC lack grassroots support or pillars, people like you, from Monsedi and Kemo Bojang are the face that the public face of the party. So, in a nutshell, they said, I mean, Talib actually do not have a strong base.
To say UMC don't have grassroots is a fallacy and is a misstatement. I can tell you the most popular politician in this country right now is Talib Ahmed Bensouda, and the most popular political party or political organization is this movement. This movement, I told at the beginning of this conversation, is all over the country now. And I always tell Talib, now, our biggest challenge is going to be political management and administration. But the numbers are there, the commitment is there, the devotion is there, the excitement is there. Now, what we need as heads of this movement is to reinforce political management and administration from village level, ward level, district level, constituency level, and to regional level. But I can tell you, UMC already has numbers that can be able to win presidential elections in this country. No doubt about that. So people who are saying we have no grassroots, in fact, it's so, you can say all those into a panic statement. There is panic statement, panic movement, panic posture from our rival politicians, because less than 2 months in the existence, you can see all these type of panic statement. We don't even register the movement as a political organization yet. It became a threat for all the political parties that has been in existence for over 30 years, some less than 20 years, some 2 years or 3 years. So I think those are political statements to confuse themselves and to confuse people who listen to them. But the real threat the power to reckon with in 2026 presidential election is this movement under Talib Ahmed Bensouda. No doubt about that.
Finally, what is your future like politically? The UDP, you are no longer a member of the UDP, and what is going to happen if Talib couldn't make it politically?
I told you my future in politics is very, very brighter. My future in politics is very, very, very brighter. To answer your question, but also politics is not my career. I have careers beside politics. I am a qualified lawyer. Number one, I'm also a qualified engineer. So I have parallel careers to politics. But I can tell you, if you ask me, and if I want to answer your question, what would be my future in politics? It's like I'm telling you, my future in politics will be very progressive. My future in politics is going to be very brighter. And I told you before, it's not about Talib Ahmed Bensouda losing a 2026 presidential election, and that's the end of every politician in the United Movement, in the United Movement for Change. That's not going to be the case. We are going to get into 2026 presidential election to win it. I can tell you, we have the figures, we have the numbers, we have the statistics, we have the devotion and commitment from our thousand of supporters that we can be able to deliver a 2026 presidential election. But even we don't win 2026 presidential election, this movement, Ibrahim, is here to stay. This movement will never collapse. Do you understand? Because of losing election. This movement, we are never going to be discouraged or lose hope because we lose one election. That's not going to happen. This movement is here to stay, and may God forbid, even we lose 2026 presidential election, the night the results are declared by the Independent Electoral Commission is the very night we are going to tell Gambians our preparedness or our preparation towards the 2027 legislative election. So that is telling you that this movement is here to stay from one election to the other. But for me to answer your question again, Ibrahim, I'll record this statement. This movement is going to win 2026 presidential election. It's Gambians who are going to vote. It's card holders, registered voters who are going to vote in 2026 presidential election. And I can tell you that we already achieved winning numbers as far as Gambians are concerned. So because the movement lose 2026 presidential election and people are discouraged or lose hope, I can answer your question. That will never be the case. We are going to move from one election to the other, and we are going to emerge victorious from one election to the other. I want you to record it so that you can remind me after election, please.
Thank you so much, Honorable Yaya Menteng Sanyang. Thank you so much.